Hey, Andrew. Thank you. Good morning. I guess good late after good afternoon for you. Slash evening. How are we doing? Test, test, test. Good morning, everyone. Zura joining in. I was watching the Tata Still tournament earlier on, and Freestyle Friday just started, so I also decided to jump in on that. I actually got to play literally the first seed, or one of the top seeds in the tournament. And this is how the game played out. It felt like we had a good position out of the opening, but we let it slip somewhere here. So maybe we should get knight f3, bishop out, and short castle. Did I have a chance? We're getting close here. Knight e2 immediately. This h4 was a crazy move. I thought to go h5, but it was probably unnecessary. Let's go g5, active. Then I'll probably play f5. f5. Yeah, I'm watching ND2. I have that open on the other tab. Okay, let's attack the c4 pawn. Now queen is hitting the d4. If we go c5, I think I'm gonna try go knight d5. I just noticed this move should c3, but I think I'm gonna have knight 8. Well, first of all, the pawn is hanging on c4, so he has to figure out the way to defend it. Bishop to c3. Okay, he decides to just give it up, this pawn, I guess. Let's see. What's his idea? To play d5? Try trap my queen? I could technically block it then with the knight. So that could be one. Or we could immediately play e6 right now. So we could get the bishop out to c3 when the d5 happens. Honestly, that looks... Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think, e6. Лошадью ходи. Okay, let's set up the battery on the long diagonal here. Man, what do I do with this knight? I do want to go bishop here to attack that, but what do I do with... Okay, he wants to go long castle, huh? Could put a knight on a4, but let's say bishop goes here, then what? Right? trying to fix the problem of this knight. Basically bring the knight on d7 to get the bishop out that way. Where is this knight going? That's where he was going. Okay, so I go e5. I can do the same thing too, but if I go castle, this queen opens up, so I didn't want to allow that. But now I think I can do e4. I'm happy to trade. Or am I happy to trade, actually? Not sure. Let's go knight e5. If we can avoid the trade, probably. Here, going for the c4 pawn now. How is white going to defend the c4 pawn? Because if b3, that's not gonna allow knight d3 check. And then I can take on c3. So that's not going to work. I think knight d2 is the way to do it. But then I can try go knight d3 check. Bishop takes d3, bishop takes c3, pawn takes, queen takes c3. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. If you take there with the check, this is hanging. That opens up the dark squares. Now the b2 is in trouble. Okay, now this knight is trapped, right? Technically, I think if we simply go there f4 should be good. If you go bishop b2 check, king escapes on d2. So let's play bishop to c3. What's going on here? My phone is buzzing. Okay. Where's my phone buzzing? I think he just tried to sacrifice bunch of pieces there. Let's go castle. Oh, queen a1, we had to check. I want to lose a few pounds, so I'm dieting for 30 days as you're streaming for the same time. Let's go. Do you have a particular number? How much you're trying to lose? like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, or in general, just feel good about yourself. Okay, we take the win. We take the win.
That was a big loony move. It loses. Okay, so
Some interesting matchups. I'm trying to see how I can show both, actually, but I don't think I'm able to show both. Abdallah, what's up? Actually, let me grab my coffee real quick. No way, 197 3 days ago? So you weigh more than me. I'm about 175 probably, 175 to 180 in between. 10 pounds? Yeah, 10 pounds is doable. Alexander. Portnik. Let's start with the center. That's hilarious. You can castle on the move 1. That's hilarious, bro. B6, okay. I should go aggressive now, hyper aggressive here. I don't think I have a choice. We have this defended. Knight d4, okay. So if we do queen d2. I guess he's gonna play e5, yeah, that's the only move, right? Oh, the other knight. Forgot about the other knight. Uh-oh. Knight takes. Let's get this knight in the game. Then I think I'm gonna try to bring in the rook next. It feels like my pieces should be better located, but don't quote me on that. if that's true or not. So if you take there, knight takes, I guess, right? Yeah. E5. Takes. Then bishop A1, right? Knight F5, bishop B7, rook B7. Let's trade one of the knights, see. Is he gonna give me the dark squared bishop? That's probably the question right now. And then yeah. Okay. D6 is hanging actually, I just noticed. After these trades. Mm-mm. Why not F5 actually? What am I doing here, bro? Just push the pawn. Oh my god, he has 1 second also on the clock. Ay, ay, ay. f5. Queen h4 was such a choke move. Yeah, or just play something like queen c6. No, but I think f5 was probably the. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were winning somewhere there. Colin Federer from Switzerland. To be from Switzerland and to be your last name Federer is something else, huh? Bro. I think he lost the game on move 2. That's hilarious, isn't it? Like, he's down a pawn and then exchange on move 2. What am I gonna do with this knight though? Oh, I was thinking actually that's gonna go to c8 and b8. I keep forgetting. Let's try to bring the queen over somewhere on that part of the board. Okay, I do want to bring that knight in the game. To a degree, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's hit this bishop. See what he wants to do with it. Actually, what's a comfortable way to defend this knight? I mean this bishop. Because if bishop a3, I go knight c4. Pawn to c3, I'm gonna have a5. So I guess knight d3 is really the only move. But then a5. Yeah, I saw that, but knight goes to c4. Knight e6, okay. That's gonna end up in a mate, bro. And the next move. I'm calling. Let's get a little bit of the music. Shivam Shukla and Kunda Kumar. What's going on, boys and girls? How are we doing? Okay, there we go. It should be... How do I increase my rating from 1500? $1,500 to 2,000. You plan better. I feel like 1,500 to 2,000, you get better at evaluating the position, practical decision making, and in general making the decisions. And I feel like up to 1,500 level, main thing is about not blundering. Okay, like tactics and getting good at tactics and calculation is the major factor. But between 1,500 to 2,000, this is the range where people do not blunder as much, like immediately blunder, I mean. So that's when you need to understand how to plan, how to make plans. Okay, that's probably the major factor. Now, if you notice yourself playing too much hope chess, that could be another thing. You know, like usually before 1,500 people play a lot of gambits and dubious openings. So if you feel like you're getting crushed every time in the opening, that probably should be the sign that you need to update your openings. So I think the mixture of this, and obviously checking out I actually post the lessons in my group, and I have the link in the description to the group. But also I do want to promote my video actually that I just posted about the evaluation of the chess. I mean evaluation in chess. How to evaluate. Let me see that. Let me see that. Here, my friend. This is, and I actually have the link. Not only that it's a video, it's a long video, okay? It's a 1 hour thing. So you can watch it on 2x speed or 1.5x speed. But it actually has exercises. So after you've seen the entire, watched the entire video, you want to make sure click that link and do exercises on it. So it actually stays. You know, you actually understand. Watch the first third twice. yeah, it is something definitely to be taken slowly. Again, I'm not expecting this video to get like crazy views. honestly, but rather the goal here is to target a very selected few. No related apparently. Oh, you actually checked if Roger, like that guy, Colin Federer was? Related to Roger? That's funny. That's funny, man. What's going on here? We have a break? Or what? Oh yeah, we do have a break. So Andrew, you like ambient music? I also listen to a lot of ambient music actually. When I'm working on the background, I'm always playing ambient music. Alright, I'm gonna check on what's going on in today's games then. Let's check on Andy's game here. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to pull it up on the screen while I'm in the tournament because I'm using Proctor. Okay, and Proctor doesn't allow you switching tabs. Okay, let's see. So at f4. Okay, Andy is quite a bit better, huh? But they're both somewhat low on time. One thing I'm actually really surprised about Andy is he used to be very fast player. Very fast. But recently I see that he actually spends a lot more time to and a lot of times he ends up and actually gets near the time trouble. So that's a very new thing. Like I think usually he would have hour left when he finishes the games, but recently I see he's taking a lot more time. I guess that's what maturing is about, right? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's but yeah, he seems to be a little better here. There we go, actually. Okay, Anton Demchenko. What's going on? E4. Okay, E5. This is probably going to be very symmetrical. Maybe I should have played bishop c5 actually. Okay, play bishop c5. If he takes, I guess we will take back. I don't think d4 is an option, right? What does c3 do? Yeah, c3 was a little strange to me. I don't know. That's what it was about. Okay, now which way do we move the bishop? Not an easy question to answer, huh? You know what? I'm just gonna take there. And let's see. Let's see what you wanna do with it. I was uncertain. Back on b6 he was getting a little cramped after knight b5, knight d5. So let's just get rid of it. It's interesting how they can capture back with which pawn. But I think I'm gonna try a5 next, actually. Weakening this b4 pawn. Okay, he takes with the rook. Now if bishop takes c6, pawn d takes c6, and that opens the bishop up. You know, so that cannot be that bad. If they play a3, we're gonna go queen b3. Okay, the fact that he's spending quite a bit of time on this move shows that, wow, he actually plays a3. Shows that he doesn't feel very comfortable with it. So he, wow. Okay, all right, all right. I actually thought, I said this half jokingly, thinking that was a mate, but okay, it's not quite mate. I actually may get trapped there if I go queen b3 with after c4. So I have to watch out here. Is d5 a move? And then he's gonna bring the knight over. Yeah, let's go. Let's go d5. Is he gonna castle? If he castles, I think. Then we're gonna open up the A file. We're also gonna have d4 there. Actually, I think I want to play d4 right now. And my bishop, light square bishop, is ready to get in the game. Wow. No joke, huh? I guess he takes with this pawn if you take. What's his idea? No way this is good. Huh? No way. Well, we do have bishop g4 to win the rook there. Yeah, okay, he timed out, but he was already lost, I think. We were just up in exchange. Let's go. That was a good win. Anton Demchenko. Anton Demchenko is 2650 FIDE rating, so a very strong Grandmaster. Okay, he's 2612 at the moment, apparently. But his peak rating was 2679. Pay. What's up? You almost got me said, bro. You almost got me said. Hey, Phobians, Mr. Phobians. Good morning. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? So yeah, quite happy with this win. Not going to lie. I think I mean, outplaying a strong Grandmaster is a good feeling. Okay, my YouTube people, make sure you like the video so it gets shown to more people. Okay, and this the stream gets shown to more people. I am Samip. Samip, I'm playing a tournament, my friend. And I have a... And when you're playing a tournament, you gotta have the proctor. Okay? You gotta have a proctor on. So if you want to wait, I don't mind taking a look. E4, best by test. Is she thinking or she's out of... She's away from the keyboard? I don't know. I can't give you time, man. Samip, I can't give you how many minutes. That's not the question you asked, my friend. We are round 6 right now, and there are 11 rounds total. She's out of prep. Yeah. Nah, she's away from the keyboard, looks like. It's kind of unfortunate, honestly, on her end. I hope best chess improvement advice. What level are you, my friend? Best chess improvement is study the game and analyze your games in detail, very thoroughly analyze your games. Oh man, Anna is a fighter. Anna is a true fighter, okay? She's a vice champion of United States. So in our games we always get good fights, exciting fights. So it's kind of unfortunate that she was away from the computer in this game. I honestly hope she doesn't lose the rating. It's kind of unfair to take away someone's rating. It's cold, man. It's cold. That's why I'm... Oh, actually, I need the heater here. I'm gonna bring in the heater. Ah, that's unfortunate. She lost her rating. You studied 3 openings and win with it all the time, and there you go. Looks like openings is not your issue. No, you do not need to study freestyle or other chess variants. Okay, focus on one thing. This is for I would say you can use it as a practice, but you do not really need to study it. You can play it for fun and to improve your creativity and visualization, but first time seeing freestyle rapid chess. Hey, welcome, Aiba. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see the actual game, but yeah, basically what chess 960 is, every game starting position pieces are rearranged. Okay, so that way there is no opening preparation. How to analyze your game with engine or by yourself? Preferably, it's better to analyze by yourself first and then analyze it with the computer. So that way you compare your analysis to the computer's analysis. Okay. But also nowadays what you can do is you can use either game review tool, and go through, basically use the game review, and also on top of the game review you can turn on the engine, so you can have both what moves the computer is telling you and why. I should probably actually make a video on that, how to analyze your games. I'm definitely gonna make a video on that, actually, how to actually analyze your chess games. That's a great idea. Alright, alright, it's getting down to the wire. 6 minutes for Andy versus Carissa's 11. Okay, let me grab the bite real quick while. What's happening with Arjun? Arjun won? Oh no, they just crossed the time control. Are they past the time control? No, they're not past the time control. They actually have 8 more moves to make. Carissa has 10 minutes. Andy has 6 minutes at the moment. Dirty. Man, these bishops are looking good. And h4. We gotta get that queen out somehow. Do we take there? I don't know. E5? Oh, G5. I'm gonna play G5 on E5. Yeah. Oof, man. Oof. I put the little heater. It's kind of crazy cold here. And heater is feels good. Oh, no. He's gonna take here. Man. I'm gonna go castle other side, but I can't get myself into it. Terry is scary. Scary Terry. Scary Terry. And this pawns now. These pawns are menacing. Ay. think g5 was a mistake, and we know it. Correct move is apparently, what is the correct move here? Either I have to take on h5, I think queen h5, d. I didn't want to allow activating the queen here. Are there any videos on how to lose a rook in the late? Wait, he blundered the rook? What happened with Gukesh? Oh, today was Nodirbek versus Gukesh, bro. Oh my god, how did I miss this? I didn't notice. Nodirbek versus Gukesh have the history of rivalry. Okay, they've they have a lot of games against each other. Okay, and back and forth, back and forth. It started at the Olympiad when Gukesh beat Nodirbek, and then they've been going back and forth since then. There was a little bit of a drama actually where Nodirbek said that Gukesh is not gonna be able to defend the title. He said like, and it was a shots fired kind of thing too, because interviewer asked like, what's the controversial take that you have, just in general about chess, you know? And out of nowhere, he says Gukesh is not gonna be able to defend the title the next match. So there's a little bit of a drama there, and you can tell there is a rivalry between them. They played a freestyle event not long ago when they did that in the Germany, that tournament that was organized, the Magnus one, the freestyle, what is it called? The slam, or basically the big event. And they ended up 2 knights versus king. Nodirbek kept playing 2 knights versus king. And I was laughing so hard on that clip. There is a moment where Gukesh is giving a stare at like Nodirbek. It's like, bro, you really gonna try to checkmate with 2 knights versus king? So like, I'm a world champion. Have some respect. I thought that was funny. Knight c3, attack. Caro-Kann. What a beautiful Caro-Kann position that we have. Let's go bishop d3. We're threatening knight f6 right now. Day 4, let's get it. You know it. You know it, my brother. Which way do we go with the knight? This way? Or actually, I'll play bishop g5 first. To... knight d6. I forgot that move though. I really don't want to like trade there. This stream shouldn't count. It's hold on. Do we go here? Knight d5. queen e5. What about that move? Queen e5. Rook d8. Alright. Sorry. I'm caving. I'm caving here. I'm gonna... maybe h4 actually. Ah, long castle. What are you doing? I'm so upset. Long castle would be so beautiful. Then d5 and it all goes like... feels like the all falls into pieces. Bek has kalmır. Strauch achter Bek. Okay, we wanna go d5 now. At the moment, this bishop on g7 is very poorly located. So I'm gonna try go d5. If we can. Okay, he does allow it. Beautiful. Now some sort of sack on h5. Can we sack something on h5? We definitely don't take with the knight, so take with the bishop, I guess. What do we take with? If we go here now. F5. I'm a trade bad boy. Okay, he doesn't mind giving up a pawn, so I guess I'll take it. This looks very troubling for black, in my opinion. The point is queen e4 check. I have f3, queen e3, queen check. Here queen h1 is mate. Okay. Wow. He did resign. I did not think he was going to resign. The rivalry might go quiet now. The mistake is impossible not to see, so it's late. It's late tournament brain mush. It's not really late though. It's still early in the tournament there, no? It's only round 6. Why did he resign? He could have gotten a draw. Never resign, huh? But I think that mainly applies under 1500. Or that was probably a sarcastic comment. Draw or stalemate. Sun Li Gong. Can we cross 2400? That's the real question. Sam Savian is leading the tournament with 7 out of 8. Oh, Alexander Kostenyuk is also playing. I wanna play Kostenyuk actually. I don't think I've played Kostenyuk. Have I? You know how it was showing on the right side here who you like, what your score is against a particular player? Oh man, poor Anna Sargsyan. I think what happened here is she exited, she left the tournament, but she forgot to exit, like withdraw from the tournament. So now he's still getting paired. I mean, she's still getting paired. And she just bleeds rating. Okay, this is a House of Dragon playlist. I like this. I like this playlist actually. Yeah, not that not that anyone cares about the online chess 960 rating, but still, she seemed pretty high rated. She was like 2550. Okay, back to bishop b3, knight takes e2. Queen and the bishop versus queen and the knight in this game, but pawn structure is very symmetrical right now, so that's going to be hard to win. Oh, we have a break again. Yeah, we do have a break again. Nelson, it's a break, my friend. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, I was trying to see how did Nodirbek blunder? I mean, how did Kukash blunder? Oh my god. No way. No way, bro. Damn, and he just started winning too. The last round, he won his first game. So Nodirbek now takes the big lead in the tournament, huh? And Hans is losing versus Vincent Keimer. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wowzers. We have a lot of action. We have an action-packed. I'm gonna show games after we're done with the tournament here. Armando. Buenos días, Armando. Alright. Alright, let's go. What am I gonna do with this bishop? That's the real question. Okay, he's gonna trade. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we have to do the same thing. We probably go knight d5, right? I was gonna say my idea is, and my words got cut. Okay. We got into probably somewhat of an equal position here. Okay, knight d2 was the threat, so I gotta make sure. Guess I could have played f3 actually. f3 and e4. Very dramatic music. You'd be thinking that, ooh, what is going on? Oh my god, this whole time I was thinking... This whole time I was thinking it was my opponent's move, and I'm looking at him like, why are you not making a move, bro? Okay, they probably will try to... Something on the b file. We're gonna try to go e5. I'm assuming they'll probably go that way. h5. Okay. Let's bring the rook out. How do you not lose here on the spot? I think it should be. Should be game over, right? We have knight f7. Check. Now back then knight h6. Yeah, that's game over. Checkmate. Okay. 2393. Was putting the knight on e3. Yeah, that was a good game actually. That was a good game on our part. I feel like knight f2. This idea of knight f2, knight g4 ended up decisive. This was round 9 out of 11. Oh, Weepra now beats. Weepra now beat Samsarian, so he takes the lead now. We're 6 out of 9, so very likely we're gonna play a strong player now. Alright, 2 more games, let's go. I think Garissa versus Andy is headed towards the draw. It's 9th round. Out of 11. So 2 more games. I thought of this move actually. Ah! Forgot bishop a7, man. What to do this now? Volodar Murzin, the world rapid champ of the last years. Yo, Timbo! What up? What up, what up? For you, my man, always. But for real though, like, I'm happy to help, man. If you're up for it. You ready to take it seriously? You wanna take? You wanna get on the grind? This is not what we imagined. This is hanging too. No, it's not actually. I mean, I think he could have taken there, but I don't know why. Damn, now what? This rook? This rook is not a happy camper. It's not a threat at the moment, right? Oh my god. Queen b7. Ugh, I feel like we... Timbo, you liked the last video? And you feel inspired? You feel motivated to work? To work more? Is that what's going on? How far are you from 1600, bro? You said I'm gonna climb to 1600. I think it's your time management. You and me, bro, we both got that issue. I got up to 1660, then fell to 1600. Okay, okay. Are you talking about the rapid? You mainly play like rapid? Do you play like 10-0? Maybe try 15 plus 10. Yeah, 10 5. 10 5 or like 15 plus 10, I think. I know it's quite a bit longer than 10-0, but instead of trying like play 3-4 games, focus on playing like one game with good quality. After the last month of Zurability, my internal dialogue has changed for the better. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I think internal dialogue we have with ourselves is huge. That's literally the most important thing, and probably for the long-term improvement. I mean, yeah, Timbo. Obviously, if you feel that you're mismanaging your time on a regular basis, increasing the time control is not going to fix it completely. Okay, but what it can do is you will see then if you struggle with the same issue in 15-minute games, then the pattern is very clear, right? Pattern is very straightforward. So then you know for sure that's the problem. The best way to work on it, man, honestly, I think is doing puzzles timed. Like I think you probably have heard me saying this on stream, but mainly I think it's the way. Obviously, like some of the decision making, like when you finish the game on the right side, it shows how many moves, how much time you spent per move. And when you see an outlier, right, there is an outlier where you spent, let's say, like a long period of time, right? That's what you really want to analyze in a lot of detail. Like, why did I spend this much time in here? Was it because it was a complicated position? Was it because I had too many good choices? Like, what was the reason? Okay, I'll like, how should I text you? Where should I text you? Okay, last game. Sergei Sklokin. Let's go B3. Because man, I did not think about that. Why did I not think about it properly? Okay, how bad is this? Like really bad? Really, really bad? Or really bad? I'm expecting him to play D3 here, but I was gonna go Queen C3 if he does. Okay, we have to play F3. I don't think we have other option to defend the G2. Bishop G5. Okay, that's a good move. If I take and then D5, that's an option. Or actually, let's bring this rook. Or knight bd2, bro. The moves I'm making is insane. Rook c2 instead of knight bd2 is a crazy choice. To be fair. Are you sure about this, my friend? If I go here. I thought I had f4, but okay, he's gonna go bishop h6 back. That or knight c3. So there, f5. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this so we can weaken. We can weaken the d3 pawn. That's the. What's the point? Assuming h6. It's kind of tricky, actually. Like, we are struggling to find. Good squares, but I think so is our opponent. Like this knight. Oof. As they say, bad pieces defend good squares or good pawns. What is he thinking about? I think h6 is forced, is it not? Okay, I was very confused what he was spending time on there, but okay. Okay, let's not waste this advantage. Queen h7. Okay, he's threatening bishop f6. Bro. Oh my god. No. Whew. That was an intense game. That was a one intense chess game. Nico, I love you too, bro. Yo, that was insane. I don't know how we recovered the queen blunder. We were like, okay, here we're obviously like completely winning. I think this is actually the highest I have scored in Freestyle Friday. Seven out of 11, and gained a bunch of rating. I started at 2320 or something, and gained like 80 points in this tournament. That's insane, actually. I don't know how we survived here. I thought it was after I blundered that he can play e5 and d4 here. I thought this was gonna be one of those games that I get crushed in like 15 moves. Yeah, actually I thought this queen h7 was a very weird move. And Timbo, talking about the mismanaging the time, I think I'm not actually sure what he was thinking here, but David, your argument may be legit. Okay, I think he forgot celery again. Because if not, then I think h6 looks very straightforward move. And I've actually played this guy, Snowlord. He's very fast, so I don't know why he played this low. So knight goes to c6, bishop c3. I was thinking about this position, rook d8, and this f pawn, I mean d pawn looks weak, but it's not. I was not sure how to get this knight out. Maybe bishop f3 apparently. And then we go king here, and knight moves out. But yeah, after this, we're definitely in charge there. Queen blunder was crazy, and then still coming back from it. Rook h4 was very nice actually. But okay, to be fair also, playing on seconds with Proctor is very hard, okay, because when it goes down to like under 5 seconds, it lags quite a bit. Mouse still works in a paddle, good to know. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Let's go. What is the best way to contact me? Okay, email, Insta, Zoom, number. Let me whisper you. Okay, I'll whisper you my contact, Timbo. Yeah, thank you, Timbo. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. A very nice detailing. I see that you know the game. You know, that it's still open in the tab, so it counts as the same. That's, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. There are levels to this, you know. But yeah, no, it's a long video for sure. It's a 1 hour thing, so I imagine it's gonna take some time. Plus, there are additional exercises. Like the link that I've included also has exercises, so those exercises are not easy either. So you definitely want to take your time on it. Okay, like don't rush it. What's the point if you don't get anything out of it, right? So take your time with it. It's probably a good, like, total with exercises 2-3 hours of work. So you know, plenty of material to work with there. But yeah, we can do. Okay, let me text you. Okay, let's get out of the proctor. Check out if anything is. We missed anything? Okay, we didn't miss anything. Now let's close this and open some games. Yes, Samip, send your game, bro. Where is this game at? Send your game in. Okay, let me switch this up a little. Let me switch it up. Chessboard. Here we go. Nah, come on, bro. Come on. Copy the link, the game link, and send me the game. I'm not looking up your and searching up your account, bro. Okay, Gukesh. Wow, Gukesh lost, but Irdogmus beats one forest. Let's take a look at this. I'm not gonna lie. Mainly, I've been following Challengers tournament today, so I haven't looked at what happened in the open section at all. Irdogmus beats one forest. Wow. With this 4 knights h3, that's kind of crazy. So the idea of these moves h3 and a3, these are two popular moves here. There's one is h3, another one is a3. Is basically you're reversing colors. Okay, you're waiting for black to see what they're gonna do. All right, I saw it. Okay, let me take a look at this game and then I'll take a look at that. So you're passing the move to black. Okay, and what that does is if you play bishop c5 right now, there's knight takes e5 and then takes in d4, so this is considered good, right? White gets the center there. They can take on f2, but then d4 and white gets a very nice center. So that's the idea of this h3. And then now basically white passed the move to black, so technically colors have been reversed. Does that make sense? Okay, f4 would be another moment where you want to be sure that it works strategically, because if not, then you're left with an isolated pawn. But right now I think the reason it works is it opens up the f file. I was gonna say bishop g5 potentially, but okay, obviously black is not gonna allow that. So I guess it offers activity to white. Wow, is this position better? It's not better. Here black is doing fine actually. Queen f6. Yeah. I play these positions with black too, so I would be pretty happy in here. Okay, looks like that's what was missed here. So, like e5 was missed from far away, I think. Okay, a little bit of a brilliance is there, but okay. It simply traps the queen, so it hardly can be called the brilliancy. Let's see. Okay. Alright. So he steals the pawn. Okay, they both miss this rook g7 here. He gets mated. Very technical player. You know, when you hear like the young players, you usually expect them to be tactically very sharp. But when someone is positionally also this strong, then that makes them real scary. Okay, earlier on, did I miss any? Very nice game by Erdogmus. Okay, Nadirbek won, and then Hans, yeah, played. Hans, I think, I didn't understand. Why did he go crazy? I briefly checked this while I was waiting for the other games. And looks like he went completely berserk here. Because Vincent at one point was okay with the draw, with repeating moves there. But looks like he went like completely berserk here. Like somewhere around here, I think there was a bunch of shuffling, and then when they get low on time, what was this? He just gave up 2 pawns there. What did he miss? Yeah, that's a little confusing, honestly. I'm not sure what he missed here. If he missed anything. Okay. Sami, let's take a look at your game, bro. What was it? You're playing with black. Oh, you're from Nepal? That's pretty cool. Bishop c4, d5. So you play Caro-Kann. This is actually insane to me. That Bishop c4 is probably one of the most popular moves under 1500. Because I have a bunch of students that play Caro-Kann also. And I see Bishop c4 all the time. It is literally the worst second move you can possibly make against Caro. Like, you see that opponent wants to play d5 and you meet it with Bishop c4. So he plays d5 with the tempo while attacking your bishop. I don't get it. Like, I see this at, like, okay, I understand it at 500 level. You know, you're going for the scholar's mate. But your opponent is 1450, bro. How do you still go for scholar's mate? Okay, Queen c7. I guess you're lucky here. He doesn't have knight b5, but I guess, yeah, you have queen a5 check. Okay. I like what you're doing so far. You were given the center and you took the control of the center. They gave you space, you took the space. Then queen c7, I think, is a type of move that, yes, it could work, but you have such a big advantage right now, you don't really need to complicate the matters. Okay, so something like a6 probably would also make sense. You know, just shutting down all sorts of counterplay from white. Or another thing I would be thinking about is probably something like this. But okay, queen c7 is probably not what decides the game here. Then bishop c3. Okay, that's a serious misunderstanding. Okay, taking on c3 there. Your bishop is a valuable piece. You want to get at least something out of that trade. Okay. If you force b pawn to take on c3, it's a different story, because then that puts the bishop in jail. This bishop will have a difficult time getting out, right? So that's a different story. So I would say, if you're gonna take there, probably move the knight first. Either move it to a5 or move it back to e7. One of those. And then you're gonna try to take on c3 on the next move. Let's say, okay, first of all, right now this pawn is hanging, so he should probably defend that somehow. Let's say you move the knight and they defend this pawn, right? Now what? Now you're gonna bring the rook to put the pressure on the c3. Okay, c3 knight. You're gonna try to take there. If not, and they play a3, then you still take it. But now the difference is that you see this bishop is gonna have hard time getting in the game. You can come to a4, but then what, right? Let's say we play a6. It does that, and b5 here. Let's say king d7, and this is called the piece in jail because it cannot get back in the game. So it's gonna stay on that side of the board for a very long time, and you're basically playing up a piece. Okay, so piece placement. So bishop c3, in general, be very mindful about your trades. Okay, first step towards getting better at trades, and trading in chess is I cannot emphasize the importance of it enough. It's a huge topic. Starts with being mindful about each trade. If you are not gaining anything out of the trade, for the most part, you have no business in the trade. Like, look at that. Why? You had such a big advantage, and suddenly you start folding here. What is this about? Queen a5 and bishop c3 and queen a5. That's a huge positional misunderstanding. Okay, now you end up a pawn, but in the opposite colored bishop ending. Bishop h6, wow. He sacrifices without... Okay, you have the mate here, but I guess, yeah, that gets the job done too. Nice! Nice, that was a good game. If you don't consider that the little moment of bishop c3 and queen a5, this was a pretty complete game. But yeah, just be mindful of traits. I think that's what you want to focus on. Chess.com has a bunch of lessons on traits. The art of exchanging is one of them. The art of exchanging. That could be one. If you search up YouTube, that's another good actually video idea. Art of exchanging, like how to exchange pieces. That's a big part of positional chess too. And there's a very good book by Andrew Soltis that I use with my students quite a bit. It's called Your Kingdom for My Horse. The name sounds like it's a children's book, but it's a very good book on exchanging. And Andrew Soltis is a good author in general. Thank you, but I was scared of the knight attacking my queen, but you have it pinned. It's not even under attack yet. And you have it pinned with the check. So if he tries to, let's say, knight b5, you can take on d2 with the check. If they play a3, you can, let's say, move it back simply. It's a classic. I see a ghost. I see a ghost scenario here. Okay. Let's take a look at the challenger section. So Andy's game ended in a draw. Oh, they're still playing. Nice. Andy is trying to squeeze. Oh, Carissa did not see the... Okay, I for sure thought Carissa was going for queen b2 here. She didn't play queen b2. So queen b2 takes on d5. This is actually a very fun, like the very instructive moment, I think. White is in zugzwang here, kinda. Okay, they have to, or they have to move the king, and meanwhile black is simply bringing the king closer to this pawn. Okay, so I think the easiest way to get out of this for white is to give up the pawn with queen b2. queen, allow queen takes d5, then queen b5. Now you cannot keep defending both h and e pawn at the same time, so you have to trade queens, and then it goes into basically takes. You both push the pawns, and they're gonna be left with 4 versus 3 on one side of the board, which should very likely be a draw. But does black have a realistic chance here to make progress? I don't think so, actually. I don't think so, unless white makes a mistake there. Damn, Oro is in trouble. Faustino is in trouble. What happened? He was better at one point. Where did he let it slip? So this position is supposed to be a little better for white. But looks like he lets it slip somewhere around here. Okay, down a pawn. There was some shuffling involved. And 93, okay, he sacrificed in exchange. Oof, that's a lot of pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawn versus 2 pawns. So bishop and 3 pawns for the rook. That's a lot. Plus that bishop on e4 is a menace in the center. So I think this is a trouble for Faustino. Unfortunately, he didn't have a loss before this round in co-leading the tournament, so no, that's looks like trouble. And the other leader of the tournament drew. Man, Mark Maurizi, Andrea. I really like actually his game. Okay, he's, I think, hugely underrated. Queen d3 line, okay. Like, his opening ideas are good. He's very technical player. I feel like he could improve in dynamic play, but it's not like he's a slouch there. It's just like compared to, let's say, 2700 level. That's what I'm saying. No way, for real? Okay. You gotta understand this. These kids are still very young. She's what, 14, 15 right now? Wow, Bibisara also loses the first game. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? I see a smothered mate. Okay, it was French. Classical French variation. Man, Eileen plays fast. She does not, like, if you notice, all her games are done like under 3 hours. Very rarely she plays. Wow. Someone say French. I did. I did. But French got crushed. French got crushed. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Which games am I gonna... Should I analyze for the videos? French got fried. What if black tries to go king e7 f5? Is that anything? I used to play like a ready gambit against the French. Wait, quads. What's going on? Wait, how do you play e4, e6, knight f3? Or how do you play ready gambit? What's the ready gambit? Yeah, lurking while working. That's a good stream title. Lurk while I work. Play knight f3. Yeah. I've seen those too, but man, gambits don't work that well with French. The only gambit that I like against French, or I have tried actually make work, was b3 and d5, bishop b2. This gambit. What is it called? No, this line. What is this line called? Man, chess.com changed the interface a little, huh? Guess what this line is called? I knew it as Horwitz Gambit, okay? But look what chess.com calls it. Papaticula Gambit. Who came up? Why is it a Papaticula Gambit? Because Papaticula came up with it? Bro said Papaticula Gambit. Yeah, this is okay, not bad. This is, I've actually looked into this, and you get this pawn back, queen e2, right? The best play for black is probably go something like this, and then knight d4. But you get a legitimate position. I have a friend, Luca Paicadze, who literally became Grandmaster and crossed like 25-50 with this stuff. Okay, with against French he played e4 e6 b3. Against Sicilian he played e4 c5 b3. So basically, like he made Grandmaster with like second move b3, e4 b3. The cowboy attack. Yep. Yeah, one of the probably the highest rated players. Like when you go into database, like and see e4 c5 b3, you will see his names popping up. Like if we go here, I can probably like see it right here. Like look, e4 c5 b3. Okay, now obviously it's hard to top these guys, you know, like Hikaru's and Magnus's, but you'll see when you go lower, you'll see a lot of his games. You're a big fan of fianchettoing systems? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. How about a double fianchetto then? Black with blacks, like if against knight f3 stuff, you should try a double fianchetto. But yeah, this is. I've actually played this myself too, quite a bit. So this is a legitimate opening too. How about g6 b6? You tried g6 b6, double fianchetto them immediately. Queen e8. Are they checking on if... Ooh, Fausti is in big trouble. Fausti. Aha, so you like fianchettoing a single bishop then? You don't like fianchettoing both bishops? Both is too much, huh? Oh, rook c7, nice. Nice. Wow! How iconic is that? Short castle resigns. How classy is that? Black resigns while white plays short castle. That's pretty cool. Okay, obviously rook c7 was the main. Rook c7 was the main attraction there, like the what wins the game, main brilliancy. But moves like castle, when you see, how many times have you seen a game where one side resigned after opponent castled? It's not very common. It's very rare. that should be some sort of video. But okay, I will have to get a little nap. Okay, I can feel myself crashing out. So I fell asleep on the couch yesterday night. Like shortly after the stream, actually, I sat down on the couch and I kind of like passed out, and then woke up really early. And I was gonna move to the bed, but I was already up, and then I wanted to shower, so I showered, and then the Tata still was already on. So basically I didn't go back to sleep. So I think I'm gonna catch a little nap before then I'll have to teach in the second part of the day. I'll probably try to nap maybe for like 40 minutes, 40, or what do they say? One full cycle of sleep is 50 minutes. I think that's what I like to do. Set an alarm for like 50 minutes. And I'll let you work in peace without getting distracted. Alright, cool. Day 4, somewhat successful, I would say. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna get going. Let's see if Andy is gonna. I was gonna say if he's able to convert, but I don't see how this can be converted. Like F5 maybe. All right, cool. I will see you all later. I'm gonna be probably posting. I'll pick one game. I'll pick one game after I wake up, and I'm a little. Or sleep is for the weak. Maybe I should just eat and keep working. Sleep is for the weak. All right. Peace. Timbo, I saw you edit me on Discord. We'll talk soon. All right. Later, boys. Andrew, Nico, Timbo, Luis, and all the good people. I'll be back tomorrow for the Bullet Brawl.